So I've just recorded the new moon in Cancer, channeled transmission, the somatic embodiment work that I do as I channel in the frequencies and the energies that are showing up for how we can embody it and allow our energies to become into resonance and to flow in alignment with that. And it's just so beautiful how every single one is different. And this one, I just wanted to come on and share it because sometimes you forget about it. And actually, this one was so pure, like really pure. And it showed the oyster and the pearl and the purity of the feminine and just how graceful that is, yet how powerful it is as well. And if you think of it like a pearl, how where it's taken a grit and it's managed to create something beautiful, and it's taken time and it's not rushed, and there is something there that we see then in the physical, how we really acknowledge how long it's taken, and we give it the respect and the gratitude for that creation. And this is a pearl, this is from an oyster, and yet we don't necessarily acknowledge how beautiful we are as humans, as these miracles that we are, and the time that it would have taken to create us. And we take that for granted. We also discount it and don't think we're worthy or think we're good enough. And it just was a very graceful yet very pure way of releasing old patterns. And it wasn't about force and fighting, it was allowing the power and the grace that is the feminine. Like the ocean, it can hold so much power, yet it can come with such grace at the same time, very nurturing. And so water has so many different stages to it. Water is life, water is consciousness, water is just so beautiful and can teach us so much. And it was really allowing us to move and release these stagnant parts of ourselves, these belief systems, these conditions, right to our skeletal system, to our spine. And how once we're embodied a real deep sense of connection to self, to our heart and to our body, we allowed the sacred energy to move up through us, the kundalini, the life force, which often you could think, oh right, yeah, it's going to be really sexy and it's going to be like, wow, bliss and pleasure and everything else. But this was the foundation stage of clearing what isn't alignment to us, what blocks our sacred flow, what blocks our chi, our life force that has become so stagnant and stuck because of the shame and the guilt that we've been patterned because we've just held it with only to do about sex and that connection. Yet that is a key and access to it, but it's also it's even deeper and more than that. So this was like the real deep root foundations to allow that to move through us, which it's like it was the tunneling of the spine and everything else that was creating you as the vessel to enable this sacred flow to move. So I've been fascinated how this continues, how this helps and how this flows through. It can help clear the mind, get rid of stagnant thoughts. It may also bring in more joy, more pleasure, more creativity, because creativity is in our sacral area. And so and when you're in creativity, you're in connection to divinity. Okay, that's ultimately where you are, which is why systems don't like creativity too much, because actually that's when you're in your highest state of being and wisdom and intelligence. So yeah, it was just really beautiful. I'm probably intellectualizing it too much, but when you can feel it and feel it move through you, and you're creating an intelligence that's body up, you're shifting so much within your mind, within your patterns, and within your conditioning. And it has such grace and comfort to it, because many of us will fear healing because we fear what our body's going to tell us, because we fear the trauma, especially if we've experienced trauma. And we've moved out of our bodies because that's been our coping mechanism. The thought of reconnecting to our bodies means we fear that we're connecting to that trauma. But when you're connecting to your body, not your mind, you're connecting to love. Your body loves you and always does, and it's always calling you back to who you truly are, your joy, your pleasure, bliss, your purpose. That's what it's doing. But we can misread it and think, well, pain, it's just hurting me and it's blocking me from doing what I want. And actually, no, it's always calling you back to love and to your truth. And sometimes we just aren't comfortable in that because we fear of acknowledging that. Yet when you do it through your body, you're held, you're loved, you're safe, and you're building from deep within you outwards. And it's a completely different way that you're bringing a very deep inner nervous system recalibration. And from that, your body can shift and move. It can let go of these old patterns, these old beliefs, these fears, these survival patterns. To ultimately, if you're choosing to step into a place of freedom, of expression, of joy, of abundance, you need to move through these old patterns. And this just does it in a very powerful yet very graceful way. And just love your body, love yourself. And the more you can get connected into your body, so Cancer, this is all about a home. The home is your body first, and safety within that. So you always have to find your inner safety in your home, which is your body. Then you don't get attached to things that aren't in alignment, or aren't where you're selling part of yourself, or you're not being true to yourself because of an attachment that's been created. Whereas if you're fully whole within oneself, you don't hold that, you don't have those external attachments, which is a journey. It's not something that happens straight and overnight. It takes time, like the pearl. and yeah, then when you're in that position, when you're connected to your body, connected to your heart, for women connected to your womb, for men connected into your sacrum, not from just a sexual place, but from a place of creativity, and hold that within your body, within consciousness, and earth it and connect into earth and her frequency and her intelligence. We are the same. We are that one. We just have believed too long about the separation. And the more you connect deep into yourself, to your body, to your womb, to earth, the more you feel this inner safety, and the more the old patterns, the illusions can fall away. So it's like you're building new structures to enable these old patterns of old false foundations that we have thought was our safety can fall away. And that way we can bridge, we can shift and move, rather than thinking we're just falling into this void going, where the fuck am I going? So it just brings in a little bit more regulation and comfort to one's shift and transformation that we're going through. And we're all going through it in our own different way, but we're all being called to step up into our truth, to find who we are, to free our soul, to find our sovereignty, to liberate ourselves, and to find that freedom. And we can't do that if we're attached to things. So this is freedom, is finding it within first. So I hope that's made sense. And if you want to listen to the meditation, it's on the Infinity Health Hub. You can listen to that for free for 7 days if you want to just try before you buy. And if you're already on the Infinity Health Hub, you know where to go. So lots of love, and thank you for listening, gorgeous souls, and take care.